Very good.
Yes, sir.
Sirisha
Yes,
Lavin.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, we'll do start from here. So it's my virtual machine. It is running. It's not going to sleep. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to settings here. This is settings. Okay. Lot of things are there. Very important. Very important thing is first one is the system. Last one is update and security. These two are very important. Third one is accounts for managing accounts. Okay. Remaining are of course remaining also important, but system, update and security, accounts, apps. If I go like that, it will go so many things. Okay. But I'm going to accounts. So I'm going to accounts. So this is your info. So it take time to display. So student one, local account administrator. See here it is a Microsoft account instead is also showing. Like if you want to add a Microsoft account to this one, then also we can add it. But can you see this is student one is my account, first account, local account and administrator. The first user of the Windows operating system means client side. First account automatically become administrator. If you add a new account, the account becomes standard accounts. The second account is a standard account. You can make the standard account as a normal account like a administrator also. Like one Windows having a multiple administrator also you can maintain. Okay. Otherwise you can maintain one account as a administrator account, others as a standard accounts also. Standard account don't have a rights of changing of settings, installation of applications. They don't have rights. Okay. Changing of settings means any change they want to do it, they can't, they don't have any rights. And next, um, installation of application, they want to install some application, they don't have any rights. They want to uninstall application, they don't have any rights. Okay. So admin has all rights. Okay. Admin has all rights, he can override any permissions in general. Okay. Next, student account, and if you go down, then it is like you want to put a picture in this one, you can put a picture also like this is your info, your name and account. In uh, in in a physical laptop and all, if you have a Microsoft account, you can add a Microsoft account instead of a local account. You are already having a local account, you make sure that your local account and password you should remember. Okay. You should not forget local account, username and password first of all. Second one is if you want to add a Microsoft account, make sure that account is active. Make sure that account is active. Okay. So running account, last time it is happened like I shared one of Windows 10 operating system to so my known person. So what happened, he given to someone. Okay. I put it in a pen drive, I said how to install it and all. We given with a pen drive, no, not a pen drive, it is, yeah, I given ISO image only, old one. Okay. So what he then, he said I want Windows 7 only. I said Windows 10 is a better one. Why? Because of Windows 10 is the latest one. When you buy a latest laptop, you buy a new laptop. So Windows 10 is a better one because the automatic generic drivers and all. So this is they will get it clear installation, better performance compared to old operating system on a new hardware. Okay. So better performance, chipsets, understanding of chipsets, generic drivers, network drivers, automatically it will come max to max. Okay. So what I done, so I given it and they install like good. What happened, that guy is not they created some local account but they forget it. Instead of giving a Microsoft account, instead of they can give a Microsoft account, but then they given a Gmail account. Instead of Microsoft account, they given a Gmail account. And second, another one, that Gmail account is also not active, in a non-active condition. Means if I have a lot of Gmail accounts, I have my own account, but I have a lot of other accounts. Depends upon situation, I created it for downloading some software or like that. uh, so I have a different account. I don't know, I didn't remember their password or account name also clearly. Okay. If you don't use the account automatically, account will be disabled after some days. Okay, if you created an account, that's it, you leave the account, you use that day only, but you didn't log in next day or within the 6 months you don't log in, account will automatically deactivated. The deactivated account they given. Then the guy said like, I'm getting like this error, so I need a Windows 7 at Windows 10 kind of stuff. I said I send one image. So I told him how to repair it. So repairing is successful. That image is nothing but DAT, DART, DAT. Okay. So I have that Windows 10 DAT. So then I can able to reset the password. So that's a possibility is there. But guys, don't give some random name or a random password. You can give any name. You can give your name also. Like um, Saurav is there. So give your first account is Saurav, no problem. But password is, go with a common password like admin at the rate 123, Vedic at the rate 123, okay, or JAQ123. Like most commonly what password you are using, do it. Don't try to give a critical password for your virtual machines. And don't give Microsoft account in a virtual machines. That's my sincere suggestion. Last time it has happened. So very smart guy is there, Nagpur candidate only. Uh, um, his name is Ajay or something. Akshay. He what he done for virtual machine. He given a Microsoft account. He asking sir how to remove it. So I said delete the virtual machine. Then why you are struggling it? Because that network is also not connected properly. So we need internet again to connect. But here understand a local account and an administrator. So I'm going to another option called email and accounts. Okay. So for example, you have a Microsoft account or a maybe Office 365 account, your organization by work account or a school account is there. Education universities will buy Microsoft licenses and you can apply for a account from your university. Then they will give you a username and password like a email account and password. You can add that one also. So you can add your work account, school account, okay, Gmail account, calendar account, just like your Android mobile phone or Apple phone. So how you are adding your Gmail account and all, like the same thing only we can able to add it. If this is organization wise, work and school accounts. And next one is normal Microsoft accounts, mail account kind of stuff. So I said I will go to the sign in option, right? This is sign in options. Okay, normally there is a three options are there. Now it is showing you more options. Okay, earlier of Windows having only three options, now we have a different options. Normally password, you know the password, like how to give a password kind of stuff. Next one is pin. This is window hello pin means your mobile phone you given a pin configuration. You can give pattern configuration, face recognition, thumb impression and all. Also you are giving a pin configuration, right? Pin password. So that is pin password. Normal password, yeah, like you are giving a admin at the rate 123 kind of stuff. Okay, that is password. Next one is pin password. So you can give pin to do it. Okay, but we need normal password for local account. But if you are using Microsoft account and all, you can configure pin also. Okay, and the next one is picture password. These are the three things earlier: password, pin, picture password. What is a picture password? Swipe and tap your favorite photo to unlock it. So you can upload photos and then you can tap. So what is your favorite photo? Automatically screen will be unlocked. Okay, so you can go to your account. So understand password, pin password, picture password, three things. But it also giving another three options. Fingerprint, like your laptop or a desktop having a fingerprint sensor, then you can put a fingerprint, like you know the mobile phone how works with a fingerprint, like that. Face recognition. Okay, face recognition. So be careful what face you put a recognition. Okay, so things. Option is currently unavailable, these two things. Okay, depends upon you, you should have a hardware, like a webcam is required for a face recognition, right? Hello face, hello print, fingerprint means you need a fingerprint sensor to connect it. Okay. Another one is security key. Like you can click on security key and you have to insert a pen drive, like that. Manage a physical security key that log into application. So if you click on learn more, it will give you lot of options. Just you have to connect a pen drive and it will insert a key in the pen drive and connect it, then you can able to open it. Changing your account password and fixing pin problems, resetting local account password, setting up Windows hello, like these are a help web page will open. So this is a related setting like a lock screen kind of stuff. Okay. So this is a sign in options. What are the sign in options? Password, like you want to change the password or you want to update anything, so you can do it. This is the password. This is the pin password. Password means normal text password. Alpha numerical password. Okay, alphabetical or alpha numerical password, and special cases also we are using, right? Hashtag at the rate kind of stuff. Next is a pin, like a giving a four numbers numerical password. Picture password, so you can upload a certain pictures, then we can say this is my picture. And also we can say fingerprint password, you need a fingerprint scanner is required. And face, we need a webcam. Okay. And next, security key. Security key, like using a physical key will be there, so you insert a key into your USB, then automatically to lock. So when we require a sign in, what is a required sign in? Like your system is went to sleep, you woke up it. So if you, when you woke up, you require a sign in compulsory, or you never, like that you can you go for it. Dynamic lock, Windows can use devices that it pray to your PC to known when you're away, and unlock your PC when those devices go out of range. So like you can compare with your earphones. You can come ear like a Bluetooth earphones or a mobile phone, like that. So you are carry your mobile phone away, automatically your system is locked. Like you are working on your system, and now you're paired with your mobile phone, and then you want to go to washroom, or you want to go outside, you didn't lock it, you forget to lock it, then the when you keep your device away, automatically it will lock. These are new options for me also, because when I use a world edition, these are all not there. Restart apps, automatically save my restartable apps when okay. So that is like I'm using a certain applications. So when I sign out, then automatically it will close and it will restart after signing. Privacy, these are options. Just what I told already. I told this one. To learn Windows 10, you no need of any textbooks or videos or any other material. Simply go to each and every options. If you read it, you will understand it, and you can do it also. So this is sign in options. Of course, I will go to other options also. Access work or a school. So you want to connect your work organizations. So with your email ID, like you can use this option. Access to sources like email, apps, and network. Connecting means your work might control something on this device. Certain things it's given here. So what will happen? Connect. It is asking about your account. If you give an account, so then only organization wise things will come up. We'll see that one later. Okay. Sync your settings. What is this sync your settings? When you connect with your Microsoft account or work account for your mobile phone, your tablet, your desktop, your laptop, so these settings will be synced together. So I given a settings on my laptop, and that setting is synced to my desktop because of both are working in a same account only. So that is sync your settings. Family and others. So in this section, this is the last one. Okay. Family and others. What is this family and others? For example, you are working on your system, and one of your brother or a sister, someone, no, I want to use the system also, but you don't want to show your complete your desktop, or maybe your profile data, or your applications, you want to restrict access, you want to give access to others but restricted access. So you have to add an account and give the account information, like one of my cousin brothers are there, two cousin brothers. So one is the elder one is accessing a computer and with a single account only. What happened, the brother, the kid brother, what he started acting like he's try to find what password is your the elder one is giving. So he want that password and again login or this kind of stuff issues, settings changes, any issue is occur throwing on someone. So why we should use it? If someone want to access within the family or others, in a family or other than your family members want to access, create an additional account and give the access. Guys, one more point I want to tell. A lot of people in news channels and all, whether they know or don't know few things. Okay, so for example, kids need a computer system. Now it is online, so we are allow them to access everything. But kids want to play a game or a when they got a chance, so what they will do, they open a laptop or a desktop, start playing or start accessing some kind of stuff like a pornography kind of stuff, or a weapons related one, or a what we can say, this is a nonsense kind of stuff. Okay, so above their age limit, like for example, there is a kid is 10 years old, they want to access the more than that one, like it plus 12 plus games, or 16 plus games, or 18 plus game, adult-rated websites, or gaming also like that. So we can create an account for them. Better to create an account and it put a restricted access. That is called a parental control. So just create an account for them, let them access. We can restrict their access also, like accessing time, 2 hours per day. Sunday 4 hours per day. Like that we can do it. So 2 hours per day. Sunday 4 hours, or maybe Saturday 3 hours. Website access restrictions, what kind of websites they can able to access it, what kind of application they can able to access, what kind of games they can install or play the game in the system, we can do it. Okay, because a lot of people don't know that, they said no, mobile phone is very dangerous or and all. People now moving to the smartness. Okay, when I was a kid, not a kid, just a 5 years back, I don't know much things about mobile phone also. Smart mobile phones I don't have. So around almost like 7, 6, 7, 8 years back, we don't have any more smart mobile phones. We are not at all smart in that one. Okay, even I don't know what is a computer. So when I was 10th class in intermediate, I see computer screen in a railway stations and one or two office organizations like banks we can see, right? So world is changing. Why we should stop the people, but give them restrict access. Something is there, assigned access, set up the device as a kiosk which would digitally sign, interact to display the public browser among other things. New setup is came up again. Okay, so if you want to add an account, you have to go to add someone else to this PC. So this is how we can able to add it. Okay, so my first point is sign in your information. So what is your account? A local account or administrator account, Microsoft account, it will show you. Second one, of course, mail and accounts also there. Sign in options, different type of sign in options are there. And next one is family and others, how to add a family and others. Of course, work access, sync settings also there. Here what I want to do is, I'm going to notepad and I will type all these options in my here. Okay, so one by one, see, Windows, hello. If anybody asks Windows, what is a Windows hello? So it's a biometric authentication system. What is Windows hello? Biometric authentication system. How many people are getting bored? Or what is this? All these things we already know. This is very simple. So this is a thing. Okay, so this is the sign in options. The next one is how to add a account. So the steps. So how to go to sign in options, actually go to settings. So how to go to sign in options first. So go to settings. In that one, account option. Okay, you have to select the account option. There you can see sign in options and other informations also. Next, how to add a extra account. So that is also important, right? Now again, in the settings, accounts. Okay, next our account is student account, local account, administrator. Now I'm going to create adding a standard account. Okay, add someone else to the use to this PC. So click on this one. It is asking about else account, is also asking about Microsoft. Of course, there is two options are there, guys. If you see here, it is family and others. Sign in with Microsoft account. Like you can create a different accounts for your kids and all kind of stuff. Okay, so when I click on adds someone else to this PC, because we are connected to internet, so it is showing always go to Microsoft. So you can give Microsoft account for a second account for kids, or I don't have person sign in information, you can click on it, or you can cancel it. If I click, what will happen? So you have to do try just what will happen. Now it is showing create an account. You want to create an account or use a phone number or get a new email ID. Add user without Microsoft account. I'm going to this option. So guys, see here it is. Add a user without a Microsoft account. I'm going to that option only. What happened? So I don't want to give Microsoft account here. I want to local account only. That's why add a user without a Microsoft account. So I'm giving another account is student 2. My first account student 1, that is administrator. So second account is student 2. And if you want to give password for a second account, you can give, otherwise you can leave it also, not at all a problem. Okay, and for second account I don't want to give any password because it's a standard user only, but first account must be their password because of we need a security. Okay, okay, second account I'm not giving any password, I just click on next only. If you want you can give the password, no, not at all a problem. Next. Now second account is created. So he can see it is showing local account, but it is not showing administrator or not. You can see remove if you want to remove the account, or you want to go to change account type. Click on change account type. It shows it is a standard user. By default is a standard user. And if you want to make him as an administrator, you can make him as a administrator also. But I'm not doing it. I make them as a standard user only. Then I'm going to cancel this one. Okay, that is how we can able to see how to add a account, and the second account is usually by default standard account. Okay, this standard account usually like the standard accounts don't have a rights to change the first settings. Okay, the change of other things also, change of installation of applications or uninstallation of applications, changing settings, they don't get it. So this is a student 2. And before I'm going to student 2, then also I will show you few things. I close this settings button. Guys, I'm going to this folder, means it's a file explorer, not internet explorer, this is a file explorer. Okay, so this PC, and this is a C drive. Users, can you see there is a student 1 account is there. This student 1 contains some data. So what is this? Contacts, desktop, documents, downloads, favorites, link, music, OneDrive, pictures, saved games, searches, and videos. These are the profile data. What is it? This is student 1 profile data folders. For example, if I go to, so I'm in a desktop now. See it is. So keep it side, and on the desktop I'm going to create a file. For example, mm, S1 file. So I want to put some data inside. So anything you can put it. This is S1 file. Okay, I'm going to save this one and I'm going to close this one anyway. So I created a file on my desktop. So this is a desktop, right? So I'm going to desktop. This is the file. You can see this one under desktop. This is the file. Like that, you can see here in this PC. Okay, desktop, documents, downloads. In the documents also, I will create one document. So I will go to richness document. Okay, so I put a s doc. Okay, whatever doc1. Okay, so I created a document here. Next, I'm going to picture. By default, it is showing two pictures. I'll create some picture in the picture bitmap, something. I given a name, but it does not contain any picture. So I'm going to edit the picture with a paintbrush. Nothing, just I will put a one box with a different color. Okay, I put this one in middle of it with some other color. No problem. That's it. Close it. Save it. That's it. A picture is there. That's it. Understand, guys? Like in the desktop, what are the desktop thing I created? This is the file. Documents. I created a document. I didn't put anything, but document is there. If I download something, it is a default download location. Music. If I have a music file, then it is music, but default location. So all these things, the desktop, documents, download, music, pictures, and videos, these are all student one users profile data. This is for easy to access, but actual location is users C, users student one. You can see these are a, like if you click on a favorites, links or a OneDrive, pictures, saved games, you install a game and play the game, saved game. This is this user's profile data. One user's profile data cannot be accessed by other user. And also you can see student one only there. Next time I will get a student two also. I created two accounts. First one is student by default starting only. Now I add a second user, student two. But student two is not yet created. It will create. Wait, okay, we don't need to create. It will create by login. First time you log into the PC with a account, automatically that account related profile data will be created. Guys, understand profile data, user profile data. This is the profile data. What is there in this, and this is entirely this user's profile data only. One user profile data cannot be accessed by other users. Of course, admin has override permissions, but in generally one user profile data cannot be accessed by others. Understand profile data. Now I am going to student 2. How to go? You have to sign out from current user and sign in with another user. So click on start button. You can see a student 1 showing here. Click on it. So sign out. I'm signing out. I didn't click on student 2. I click on sign out only. So always try to sign out. So as per the, so only required, then only we have to go to switching. Okay, but we are signing out. So student 1 showing a password here. I'm going to student 2. Click on student 2. Now it is student 2. I didn't give a password to student 2, so then it's directly showing sign in. So right click sign, click on sign in. It will take time. Why it is taking time? It's try to create a profile data. Given you guys are so when you created a user account and all, after that one from here like a hi, don't worry, we are here getting ready everything for you. These are all showing. Meanwhile, the user settings and user profile data will be created in a background. This might take several minutes. How many minutes? All the practicals, either it is Linux or Windows operating system, okay, or a server practical which take little bit more steps are there, but in a Windows and all the practicals are take very less time. Means within a 2 hours you can complete all Windows practicals which we usually take in a classroom. Okay. So someone send a message. So actually I have a BB account.
Oh,
Yeah, I have membership. I'm using from last year onwards, mostly like Corona time only. Problem is when I open in today, yesterday I should open, but today I open again to order. By evening I will get everything. They said 2 days delivery time. 2 days. If I order now, I will get on Monday.
okay.
So better I will order Monday only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. But guys, so choose at least. Don't feel things like online is bakwas, online is this one and all. At least one online you should be required. Not only Amazon and all. So for a daily BB daily or a BB normal one also, you can go for it. Even I order online like a non-veg items also. Like fresh to home is there in a Pune. It is very good services. So it is also these things settings. Okay, accept. What happened? Yeah, accepted. It will take time. Okay, so I use one more app is fresh to home. So that is a very good one. Like if I want to order a fish or a chicken or a mutton thing, they give always, but problem is I have to order by evening today. I will get tomorrow morning, and that delivery also won't work for these 2 days. Okay. All online, everything will stop, like it's a complete ban, right? So 2 days. So then they will decide a containment zones and all. Corona. And if I don't have a classes, then I will sleep for 1 month till the April 30. Okay, guys, we got a open. So see, this is a student too. Okay, so this is student two. Next, so always check which account you are login because we with the two account practicals are there. So that we will see. Okay, next. For example, I want to change the settings. I'll go to settings. I open a setting. It's opening. No problem. So it is showing setting system. If I want to change anything, but I can't change it in generally. So what is night light settings? I can change as per a profile only, but very simple thing I will show you. Everybody knows ncpa.cpl, right? First one is we learn that one only, ncpa.cpl. Okay, I open that one. Just I want to disable my adapter. That's it. Or I want to change something inside. Okay, it will show IP address, displaying IP address. Okay, 180. Very good. Okay, I'm going to properties. See, immediately it is asking what it is asking. Can you able to view, right? Student one password it is asking. Student one password it is asking. Okay, so like that. If you don't know the student one password, if you don't know the admin password, okay, so you can't do anything. If you know the password, then you can do it. That is another condition. Okay, so I don't know password. Close. No, that's it. Okay, I log in successfully with a student tools. This is how we can able to log in. So I'm log out from the current account. So I will see things. I'm signing out. Then I will sign in with the. Oh shit! I forgot to show you that student one and student two differences. Again, no problem. We will log in again. Open. Then now it is showing a student two only. I need a student two, but this time it won't take time to log in. Why? Because first time it is preparing settings and profile data for student two, so that's it took time. But now it is won't take time. Okay, but still it is taking time. Okay, so guys, I created a small file on my desktop, right? Where it is? I created a file on this desktop. Where it is? It is gone. This is student 2. What happened? Okay. Okay, I click on desktop also, nothing. I'm going to this one at least. Document I created, it is not there. Downloads not there anyway. Pictures I created, right? Where is that picture I created? The box and something I put it, right? Where is that picture? Can anybody? Guys understand the point? I in a student one I created a text file on the desktop. Next, in a student one only, I created a small document in a documents folder. In a and also I put a picture in a pictures one. Okay, right? Where is that? Where it is located? Why I am can't able to see it? Got the question or got the answer? Or confused? Tell me.
Student 2 doesn't have the privilege to see the student 1's account.
Very good. Okay, so first one, of course, privileges are not there, and important is it's that is belongs to student one profile data. It is when student one login, it will display. It is data. This is student two. Okay, this is belongs to student two. That's it. Okay, simple. See here it is user one, student two. Earlier student two is not showing, right? Now it is showing. Why? Because when we log in first time, automatically profile data will create like slash from slash student only, like that only. This is student two profile data, and this is student one profile data. We can't access, as you said, right? We don't have a privileges to access others profile data. Okay, so you don't have a permission to see student 1 data. This is student 2 data. The desktop is now belongs to student 2 only, not student 1. Okay, so again same thing I will do here. I wanted to create a text box. Okay, so then I put a name s2 in this corner. Okay, so better I will use this one. Okay, this is s2 file by student 2. Okay, now I created a file under this desktop. Okay, and also I'm going to create some documents here. So I want to create some richness document if you normally. So ssdd something. This is ssdd, and also I'm going to create a picture here. Creating a picture, just a big back picture. So earlier I created dd. Now I will create ee. That is d. This is ee. So I open with the paintbrush. Now I will use this thing with the green color. and I use this one with the blue color. See that both the pictures are different, both picture names are different. You see that one? Okay. Now this is a data in this user data. One user data, when user is login, their profile data will show. When other user login, that user's profile data. This is the profile data of student 1. So I'm going to log out from the student 1, sorry, student 2. So this is the profile data of student 2, right? So I'm log out from student 2, then log in with the student 1. Click on it. Yes. Sign out. So this is profile data. Every users profile data. If you save the data in a C drive, okay, we can access from anywhere. Like that's like here. What is the password I give him? Okay, if you in a C drive, not in a specific drive, just a normal single C drive or a D drive or E drive. If you put a data, that is a common data for both the users. But if you put a data on the desktop, if you put a data on the desktop, if you put a data on documents, pictures, videos, that data is belongs to that particular user only. That data cannot be view at other user. See, it is S1 is viewing. This is student 1. The file is showing like a S1 only. I created in a S2 file in a student 2. If you log in with the student 2, then only student 2 things will come up. See, it is desktop. Next is document. See, SDOC1, student 1. Understand? So this is created by student 1 only. So when you log in with that user, student 1 profile data only, you can able to see it. If you log in with the student 2 profile data only, you can able to see it. So understand the profile data. So users profile data shows here. Okay. This is student 1 data and this is a student 2 data. Immediately it is showing you don't have a permission to access student 2 profile data. Of course, student 1 can override it, but don't do it generally. If I create a file here, for example, if I create a folder, okay, it is only folder is available. Okay, I created a folder name is data 1 under C drive. If I log out and log in, I can view data 1 because it's a common data for all users. But these things are not common for all users. This is a separate profile data. Got it? Like this. If I want to create some file here, okay, ff1 for example, 1. Okay, so you can no need to put anything here inside. Otherwise, put it. So this is f1. What I'm typing ff1 file by student 1. Just for showing a difference between profile data and common data. Okay, so I created a directory in the C drive directly data 1 and then I created it. Don't shut down. Okay, sign out. When you change the settings, I am not changing any setting, just I created a data. So in this one you can switch the user also, no problem. But when you do change settings, then compulsory sign out sign in is important. You know why I'm trusting on a second account and a profile data, because profile data will always confuse in the profile manner. See, it is still S2 because student 2. This is student 2 desktop only. So if you go to documents, student 2 things only it is showing. Picture, the picture which is I created at time of student 2 login, that is all. This is entirely profile data. See, can we see data 1? Can I see the file? I can open the file. I will try to add this one, new line by student 2. just add a line. Okay, I add a line. Next, I save it, exit. Now I added a line. So this is the common data. So I can create a new file here, or I can create a new. I edit the line if I have a permission. Okay. So if you create under directly C drive or a D drive or a F drive, so you can. Okay. Okay. So guys, understand profile data and common data differences. Now I'm going to sign out. That's it. So I'm going